Jim Powell. Jim, step on up here, Jim. Jim Powell's been with the Crater baseball program for 30 years. This is his 30th year. And we couldn't be more proud of Jim and all his time he spent here. Jim graduated from Linfield College, where he played football under Ad Rutschman. You might recognize the name. His grandson, Abby Rutschman, now plays for the Baltimore Orioles. Was a catcher on Linfield. Check. Okay. Jim was a catcher on Linfield's baseball team. Jim served in the United States Marine Corps instructor.
To this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jim McCoy. On the camera, Johnny McCoy, coming to you live from Anhorn Field, home to the Crater Comets in Central Point, Oregon. We thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today we are featuring the Ashland Grizzlies versus the Crater Comets. This game is being powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and is brought to you in partnership with our community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for today's event. Please let our sponsors know you appreciate their support. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports and click on the red subscribe button, and we will let you know when games go live. We know we got some other action going on right now. Crater softball going at it this afternoon as well. Today is senior day for the Comets. We are hoping heat's already kind of doing its thing this afternoon, so our apologies in advance if the gremlins get into the system a little bit, but we'll be here for the duration, and we'll keep persisting at it, and thankfully we expect things should cool down pretty quickly, and that will no longer be a factor. But speaking of those four Crater seniors, honored today our shortstop and right-handed pitcher Ryan Hill, also first baseman Josiah Hearn. Hunter Schwenk, we'll see him at third base. He's also a right-handed pitcher. And who did we miss here? Kellen Rapp. Rapp, a utility guy and a right-handed pitcher. These four seniors recognized today for their contributions to the Comet program, and that's when you know you're coming up on the end of the regular season. Unfortunately, some of the battles with the heat have kept us tied up here and unable to grab lineup cards, so there will be a little bit of doing this game on the fly. Fortunately, we've seen both these squads, and we'll be able to pick up pretty quickly who is where in terms of putting the names and faces together. The Comets as the home team, wearing their home whites, taking the field. And getting ready to start out on the hill is Hayden Kendrike. Kendrike, right-handed pitcher. Tall right-hander. And I look and see as the Ashland batting order is getting ready to take their spots, get their warm-up cuts in. Among them, I see Keller Bloodworth. Also there is Elam Wright. I thought it was also kind of a classy gesture that they quickly recognized the seniors from Ashland. Among the seniors we'll be seeing in the lineup today, the Grizzlies, number 2 in the Midwest League. Gabe Brabeck, Logan Katz, Sean Thompson, and Ira Noakes. Well, now I know that the picture is complete when I see Andy Atkinson, local sports photographer, in the house, getting his tools of the trade out, getting ready to do business. We talked about some of those Crater seniors. Josiah Hearn, number 8, warming up over at first base. The shortstop, number 1, is Hill. Of course, with all the straps and the gear on, it's hard to make out that number for the Crater catcher, but We'll get on it real quick. Over at second base, Kellen Rapp wearing number 3. And then over at third is Hunter Schwank. So the seniors on this team make up the starting infield today. Keller Bloodworth will stand in. Glad you could join us today. Kendrike sets, winds, and delivers. He'll take that pitch for a ball and gets ahead at 1-0. The Grizzlies coming in with a 10-5 league record, 14-10 overall. Kendrike gets that over to level up the count. The Comets been batting at or near 500 most of the season, 6-9 in Midwestern League play, 11-13 overall. Count 1-2 now to the Grizzlies' leadoff hitter. Come to the plate. And the count level up. Yeah, 2-2. Elam Wright, the on-deck hitter. Bloodworth will look that in full. And of course, that's the MO of the leadoff man. Try to see as many pitches as reasonably can and get on any way possible. And he'll succeed in that mission as he draws the walk. Bloodworth aboard. And that'll bring up Elam Wright. Wright, a senior, wearing number 14. Game just underway. Coming up on Friday, these two teams will square off for a doubleheader to cap off the regular season. Swing and a miss, strike one. Elam didn't get cheated on that cut. Kendrike, courtesy call over to first. Bloodworth now broke in for the day. Got his pants dirtied up. 0-1 count to the Grizzly number 2 hitter. Foul down the first baseline and just kind of dies next to the on-deck circle. Pitcher's count for Kendrike, 0-2. Nobody out with a man aboard. Bloodworth taking a healthy lead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down in the inning. Ira Nogues, the number 3 hitter. Nogus. Always try to remember. Folks will forgive a lot of things. Just make sure you get the player's name right. Ira Nogus, right-handed hitter. Throw over to first. Bloodworth getting underneath the tag of Hearn. One down on this warm Tuesday afternoon. And that's hit out to left field for a base hit. Ira Nogus pulls the single to left. The Grizzlies with their first hit of the game. And that'll bring up Gabe Braybeck. Braybeck, the cleanup hitter, and he's got 2 men aboard with 1 down. Kendrick quickly gets ahead of him as the count goes 0-1. Patience at the plate for Braybeck. Levels the count at 1-1. On deck hitter is Jackson Rosenthal. Kendrick rears back and throws the old number 1. Pitch high for a ball as the count goes 2-1. Temperature expected to peak here in Central Point at about 87, and it feels like about all of that. Gabe Braybeck with the advantage. 3-1 count. Kendrick looking back to the runner Bloodworth at second. Comes to the plate. And he gets the strike and runs the count full at 3-2. Kendrick working through his way through a little bit of deep water here in the first. Getting his resolve tested. And the ball popped up in the air. Hearn runs over toward the Ashland dugout. That goes out of play, and the count remains full at 3-2. Kendrick out of the stretch, fires to the plate, and it's over for strike 3. 2 down in the inning as Braybeck worked a good at-bat there. But he wins the battle this time, does Kendrick. 2 gone, and that'll bring up number 2, Jackson Rosenthal. Lefty hitter. Hits it foul, out of play. As Kendrick gets ahead. Rosenthal, the number 5 hitter in the order. Freeman Roundtree on deck. Ball hit up the middle, taking it second. The short throw over to the bag is in time. And that will erase the Grizz in the top of the first. For Ashland, no runs, 1 hit, no common errors. We'll be back with the home half of the first right after these messages.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Welcome back to Anhorn Field, bottom of the first. Leading off for Crater will be Hunter Schwank. On the hill for the Ashland Grizzlies, Ira Nogus. Ball hit in the air to right field. And Mateo Moore making the catch. And we've got one down. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter in the order, Kellen Rapp. Rapp, one of 4 seniors honored today. Gets a piece of that as Nogus gets ahead. Rapp looks that one in as the count levels up at 1-1. The Grizzlies, second place in the Midwestern League at 10-5. Thurston, undefeated, a solid line drive. It's there. Rapp around the bag at first, makes the turn towards second as the ball rolls over into the corner. And Kellen Rapp pulls the double to left field for the Comets, their first hit of the game. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Ryan Hill. Shows bunt, kind of popped up, but lands. Rapp will stay where he is, but that bunt, well placed enough that Hill gets the infield single. So we got Two aboard with one gone. And that'll bring up Jimmy Morgan. Cleanup hitter playing catcher. He'll foul that one off to the right as the count goes 0-1. Nogus. Looks over to second, and the runner Rapp. Morgan looks that in. Little conversation ensuing between battery mates. Morgan takes his place, awaits the pitch from Nogus out of the stretch. He fires. Off-speed pitch. Morgan ahead now at 2-1. Heading the ball down to second, possibility for the double play. They get the runner at second. And on to first. The pitcher's best friend, the double play. And that will do it for the Grizzlies, who have no runs, 2 hits, and no Grizzly errors. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll be back with more baseball action here on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
We go to top of 2, scoreless ball game. Leading off will be Freeman Roundtree, followed by Mateo Moore. 6 and 7 hitters in the Grizzly batting order. Kendrike putting the polish on his warm-ups. Roundtree standing in, right-handed hitter. And the second inning is underway. Kendrike looks into Morgan. Roundtree watches it in, takes, count goes 1-0. Bouncing ball up the middle. It works its way through, base hit. Freeman Roundtree provides the Grizz with their second hit of the ball game. Runner aboard for Mateo Moore. Moore, left-handed hitter, playing right field for Coach Nick Hall and company. Pitch a little high for a ball as the count goes 1-0. So Moore getting ahead here. Sean Thompson on deck for Ashland. And the ball takes a funny short hop right there in front of the catcher. Sails over Morgan's head. And that allows Roundtree to advance. So for the second time early in the ball game, Ashland with a runner in scoring position. Moore ahead in the count at 2-0. Upright stance. Shows bunt. Kendrick gets it over for a strike. Now he gets a strike on the board here against the hitter Moore. Runner on second. Nobody down. Moore lays down the bunt. There'll be no play at third. Kendrick bobbled it momentarily. And now we have runners at the corners. Now, this is strictly unofficial and just the opinion of yours truly. We'll credit Moore with the infield hit. There's going to be no way to get him, so for the Grizzlies, their third hit of the afternoon. Runners at the corners now for Thompson. Sean, right-handed hitter. Opportunity here to get his team on the board first. Thompson gets ahead at 1-0 against Kendrick. Ducks on the pond here in the second inning. Throw over. Moore getting underneath the tag. Ben Bliker on deck for the Grizzlies. Pitch in the dirt. Morgan, a little bit of trouble with it, and Moore works his way down to second. So a pair of runners in scoring position. Thompson ahead of here in the count at 2-0. Ball hit in the air over to right field. Catch made. But coming in to score, Roundtree. As Thompson delivers the run on a sacrifice fly. Moore advances. And he stands 90 feet away from home. Ben Bliker. Number 9 hitter for Ashland. Kendrick. Hear the pounding of the glove. No doubter there, a lot of velocity on that good old country hard ball as the count goes 0-1. Bunt attempt popped up in the air. shovels it to first. Thompson is out, but the run comes home as Mateo Moore makes it 2-0. So squeeze bunt there. Bleicher coming home. So with Moore scoring, it's a 2-0 ball game. And we'll go around to the top of the order. And Keller Bloodworth, who walked in the first inning. Now bases empty with 2 gone, but Ashland, mission accomplished by bringing the hitters home. Next pitch, Kendrick. The man in blue hollers strike, and he's ahead in the count at 1-2. Next pitch. That'll scatter the insects at home plate, and we're level up at 2-2 with 2 down. 2-0 ball game. Ball hit over to left center field, and that will fall in for a base hit. So Bloodworth gets aboard with 2 gone. We go to the number 2 man in the order, Elam Wright. Wright struck out in the first. Kendrick misses as Wright gets ahead. Out of the stretch, Kendrick comes to the plate. Ball hit in the air to center field. And the Comets record the out. For the Grizzlies in this inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. No Grizzly errors. Your John L. Scott scoreboard. Ashland 2, Crater nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
Any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Say cheese.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back to Bill and Hornfield. Great sponsors keep these games coming for you, including Conger Morris Funeral Directors of Southern Oregon, Avista Utilities, and the Rogue Valley Transportation District. 2-0 ball game. Nogus now with a little wind in his sails, courtesy of his offensive support. Josiah Hearn will lead off the Comets second. Hearn hitting out of the 5 spot for Crater. Nogus wasting no time in terms of getting ahead on the count at 0-1. Next pitch. Nogus working on Hearn as we lead off the home half of the second. Ira gets that one over, and we have a man down. For Nogus, his first strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring up Cameron Bruce. Like a knife through hot butter, Nogus, as they would say in soccer, out on the front foot in this inning. He fouls it off as the count goes 1-2. There's just something about knowing that you're working with the lead, and you can just feel like you can kind of go out there and pitch your game, and you're not pitching from that standpoint of desperation, trying to essentially throw it through every hitter. But you got some breathing room to work with. Bouncing ball down to third. Foul ball is the call. And Bruce stays alive with the 1-2 count. Bouncing ball up the middle. That'll sneak underneath the glove of Bloodworth. And Bruce gets aboard with the base hit. Comets now with their third hit of the ball game. Hayden Kendrick, today's starting pitcher, number 7 hitter in the order. He's up. Opportunity here to help his own cause. And Nogus, who's been a strike-throwing machine thus far on the afternoon, promptly gets ahead of his opposite. Kendrick gets a piece of that. Pitcher's count now at 0-2. Nogus steps off the bump. Mindful of Bruce down at first. And Nogus, clutch on the pitch, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Mason Snopel. Snopel, number 8 hitter in the order. Nogus goes right to work. Gets ahead of the hitter Snopel. Takes a little something off of that pitch. See if he can't get him swinging. Snopel, good eye there, and count goes 1-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it for the Grizzlies in the second. Your John L. Scott scoreboard reads the Grizzlies 2, the Comets nothing. We'll be right back after this timeout.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Fans, this May 19th is the day to team up with Dutch Bros and the Dutch Bros Foundation and drink one for Dane to end ALS and support the Muscular Dystrophy Association. In honor of co-founder Dane Boersma, a donation will be made to MDA for every drink sold. 17 years and counting. Stop by and drink one for Dane, May 19th at your favorite Dutch Bros location. Leading off, the pitcher, Ira Nogus. Not only has he had a strong pitching effort so far, he also collected his single his first time up. Kendrick will go to work to open up the third. Pitch high for a ball as the count goes 1-0. Kendrick winds and fires. That'll find its way between the 5 and 6 hole. And Nogus now 2 for 2 on the day. For the Grizz now, that's 5 hits thus far on the afternoon. And that'll bring up Gabe Brayback. Popped up, out of play. Kendrick keeping an eye on the runner at first. Runner goes. And Nogus with the steal is in scoring position now. Oh, and 2 the count to the hitter. Brebeck, 0 for 1 on the day. On deck hitter is Jackson Rosenthal. Kendrick looks back to second, comes to the plate. Ball hit out to right field, and that one's going to drop in for a base hit. Texas Leaguer puts runners at the corners. And now we've got Jackson Rosenthal at the dish. Rosenthal, even stance, standing in. Nobody down in this inning, so golden opportunity to gain some separation for the boys in blue. Throw over to first. Back to the bag is Braybeck. Kendrick, strike the call. Taking off running down to second. Aggressiveness on the base paths for the Grizz. And they've got two runners in scoring position. As Braybeck gets the stolen base. Pitch high for a ball. Hayden comes to the plate, and that goes for a ball. Next pitch. Ground ball to the right. Hearn has it. Little race to the bag. And there's one down. So Freeman Roundtree, the hitter, singled and scored the first run of the ball game. Roundtree exercising patience at the plate. Gets ahead of Kendrick. Pitch high as the count goes 2-0. Solid contact there, out to left field. And Roundtree now 2 for 2 on the day. Brings a pair of runs home. And we've got a 4-0 ball game. And that'll bring up Mateo Moore. A little meeting on the mound. As the Grizzlies put another crooked number on the board, leading 4-0 in the ball game here in the third inning. Runner at second. One down. Moore stands in. And Kendrick opens up with a strike. Throw back to second. Roundtree back in plenty of time. Got a pretty healthy lead out there off the bag. Kendrick aware of it too, and then that gets away from Morgan. And Roundtree moves up the third. So RBI opportunity here with contact for Mateo Moore. Moore will hit it in the air to left field. The catch is made. Running home and scoring the run is Roundtree. So Mateo Moore with the sacrifice fly. Roundtree scoring his second run of the ball game, and that's the third run for the Grizz in this inning. That'll bring up Sean Thompson. So with the fly out to left, that's 2 down in the inning. But a productive out for Ashland as they extend their lead. Kendrick winds, fires. And there's a strike to even the count up at 1-1. There's a strike from Kendrick. He gets ahead now at 1-2. On deck hitter is Ben Blanker. Next pitch. Off target. Count now even at 2-2. The offering from Kendrick fouled away. Keeps Thompson alive in the at-bat. He continues to battle away against Kendrick. Next pitch. Grounder to second. Throw to first in time. And that'll retire the side for Ashland. The top of the third, but not before they put 3 runs on the board, and they lead in the ball game 5-0. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Pleasant late spring afternoon here in Central Point at Anhorn Field. Mostly blue skies, a few clouds off on the horizon, nothing like last night. Johnny and I were over covering South Medford against Willamette, and we had 2 delays due to thunder and lightning. And for one game, ended up there for about 4.5 hours. It warms things up a little bit as far as the equipment goes, but we're hitting right at that point in the day where things begin to cool down a little bit. And Nogus picking up where he left off. The break on the pine leaves him no worse for wear. He's in a rhythm right now, and right now has a 2-2 count against the Crater number 9 hitter, Kason Orr. Orr, with the good eye there, runs the count full at 3-2. Leadoff hitter here in the home half of the third inning for the Comets. But Nogus picks up the K, and there's one down. So back to the top of the order we go to Hunter Schwenk. Schwenk 0 for 1 on the day. He had a fly ball to lead off the ball game to right field. Takes a mean cut at that one. Schwenk, one of 4 Crater seniors honored today before the ball game. Special day for these young men as their final season of high school baseball winds down. A sweet day, but kind of an emotional day. Three and one, the count. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full at 3-2. Hitting is timing And pitching's all about throwing off that timing. Nogus, he's been solid this afternoon, but Schwank doing a good job there of drawing the walk. So runner aboard. That is the first base on balls issued by Nogus on the afternoon. And that'll bring up Kellen Rapp. Rapp laced out the first hit of the day for the Comets. Hit a double, but ended up getting stranded. Rapp steps out, calls time, and steps back in, getting himself situated. Bat held high. Nogus respecting the runner, Schwank. Next pitch. Goes for a ball as the count goes 2-0. Jackson Rosenthal overplaying first base for the Grizz. Rapp will be taking all the way here on the 3-0 count. Count 3-1. Advantage Rapp. Throw over to first. Schwank back in time. Nogus comes to the plate. Good solid contact to left field for the base hit. So Rapp making memories on his senior day. Now 2 for 2. Runners at first and second for Ryan Hill. Nogus opens up with a strike to make it 0-1. Hill singled his first time up. Right-handed hitter playing shortstop. He'll lay down the bunt. Nogus with the throw over to first, records the out, but the runners move up. So success on the sacrifice. Jimmy Morgan, the hitter, in the cleanup spot today. Wearing number 7, grounded into a double play. His first time up. Pitch momentarily gets away from the catcher. But he keeps it in front of him. 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled away as the count goes 1-1. So the Comets with runners at second and third. 2 gone. Out of the stretch, Nogus comes to the plate. Morgan ahead now with 2-1, awaits the pitch. And this one outside as the count goes 3-1. First base open. Hearn on deck. And the ball hit out to right center field. That one will fall in. Another run will score for the Comets. And we've got a 5-2 ball game. Now, courtesy runner in for the Comets, Gib Gailey, Jr. Coming in to run for the catcher, Morgan. Hearn now with a runner in scoring position. Okay, let's bring that game center up to date. And now 1-0 the count to the senior first baseman. And that one will deflect off the glove of the third baseman for the Comets. That'll end up in foul territory, and now Hearn is aboard. And we got runners at the corners. Cameron Bruce, the hitter. Bruce representing the tying run for the Grizzlies, who've put a pair on the board in this inning. Nogus. Opens up with a strike. Next pitch. Little Uncle Charlie there, but that one goes for a ball as the count goes level at 1-1. Nogus, a little off-speed action there, and he gets that one over, gets ahead in the count at 1-2. Trying to close out the inning here and limit the damage for Crater that has put two on the board in this inning, and swing and a miss. A little bit of trouble there for the Grizz, but they survive. John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Grizzlies out in front, 5-2. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Today's game is brought to you by Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve, attorneys with practices throughout Southern Oregon, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Nice crowd here today as the Comet faithful cheers their team on Senior Day. Taking over on the mound will be freshman pitcher Alex Johnson. Pitching change here for Crater. And the first hitter that Johnson will see is Ben Blanker. Hit a squeeze bunt for an RBI. Been a successful day thus far for the Grizzlies offensively. On deck hitter is Keller Bloodworth. Opening pitch from Johnson is a ball as the count goes 1-0. That pitch skied out of play for the foul ball. Johnson, though no runners on, pitching from the stretch. Some pitchers more comfortable that way. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So Johnson getting ahead on his first batter faced of the ball game. One-two pitch. One away to even up the count at 2-2. And Johnson hangs a K on his first hitter of the ball game, and there's one away. Got to be a good feeling for the young pitcher. To the top of the lineup we go. Bloodworth, 1 for 1 on the day. Walked, singled, and scored. Johnson right on top to open up against Bloodworth. And Johnson strong to start the inning. Pitchers count here. Next pitch. Ground ball to second, throw over to first, and there's two away. Elam Wright, the hitter, his third at-bat of the day. The number 2 hitter in the Ashland lineup has struck out and flied out to center field. Well, comebacker Johnson wings it to first. Hearn there to close the glove, the mitt on it, and there's 3 gone. So Johnson makes quick work of the Grizzlies, at least in this inning, but Ashland on top by a score of 5-2. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
In Hornfield, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Ashland leading in the ball game, 5-2. Coach Jay Campbell coming out for a little conversation with the umpire. And the leadoff hitter in the inning will be Alex Johnson. Johnson entered the game in relief of Kendrick. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Nogus starts him off with a strike and gets ahead. Next pitch misses as Johnson gets ahead 2-1. Spring sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride, as that next pitch is a strike. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. Nogus gets the strike. And there's one down. Unofficially, we have Nogus for 5 strikeouts on the day. Pitch is a ball to Mason Snopel. He'll hit the ball out into right field. Moore has a little trouble with the sun, but does a nice job of recovering there to make the catch. 2 gone in the inning. Cason Orr will be the hitter. Struck out the first time. We'll see if he can't solve Mr. Nogus the second time around. Little breeze kicking up here. You can probably hear through the microphone. Or ahead in the count at 3-0. See if he can't work the free pass. Schwank, the on-deck hitter. He'll look that one in all the way. Does Orr, and it's a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. And the count goes full at 3-2. You could hear there, Nogus really popped that one in. Pitch fouled away. Full count, payoff pitch. And Nogus, he gets him. That'll retire the side for the Comets in the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back on to the other side of this break. We'll bring you the top of the fifth here on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Here at Anhorn Field, we get ready for the top of the fifth inning. For the Grizzlies, we will see Ira Nogus, followed by Gabe Brabeck. And then the number 5 hitter, Jackson Rosenthal. Ira Nogus, he's had success on the bump and success at the dish. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Johnson get ready for his second inning of work in relief of Kendrick. One 0 pitch coming from Johnson. He winds and fires. And Nogus ahead at 2-0. Brabeck, the on-deck hitter. And there's a strike for Johnson as the count goes 2-1. Contact, bouncing ball up the middle. Nogus now 3 for 3 on the day. So that will be the first hit of the game off of Johnson, the reliever. And that'll bring up Gabe Brabeck. Runner goes. Throw down to second, not in time. Gets away from Hill, but there To rescue the ball is Rapp. Nogus in scoring position. Rabick shows bunt. Beats that one to the dirt foul as the count goes 0-2. On deck for the Grizz, Jackson Rosenthal. Johnson comes to the plate, and he gets the out. Does Johnson, and there's one down. Rosenthal, the Grizzlies' first baseman. Looks at ball one. Alex comes to the plate, swing and a miss, strike one. Rosenthal swings through it. Count now at 1-2 with one gone. Runner Nogus at second. Ball hit in the air, and it's a fair ball. Nogus going to come around, and he'll score. So Jackson Rosenthal going the opposite way. Gets the extra base hit. Nogus comes around. And it's a 6-2 ball game. Freeman Roundtree scored a pair of runs today. Single and a double. He's halfway to hitting for the cycle. Ground ball. Hearn shovels the toss to Johnson, and there's two gone. The runner will advance. So the play goes 3-1 on the ground out. Moore officially 1 for 1. Singled and scored and hit a sacrifice fly. Pitch goes for a strike. Johnson will even it up now at 1-1. Johnson, good command of his pitches this afternoon. He's ahead at 1-2. Comebacker, Johnson fields it out of the air, throws to first, and it's in time for the out. For the Grizzlies, a run on 2 hits. They leave nobody on. 6-2 ball game. And we'll be back on the other side of this break.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Just in time for the spring sports seasons, Table Rock Sports welcomes Dutch Bros to our sponsor lineup. Now, when you enjoy your favorite Dutch Bros treats, you will also be helping connect high school sports fans and teams through Table Rock Sports. Jim McCoy here, along with Johnny McCoy on the camera. Grizzlies with a big bunch of help from the right arm of Ira Nogus, leading the ball game by a score of 6-2. Schwenk, the leadoff hitter. He's flown out and drawn a walk in the ball game. Count 2-0. As the Comets start out with this inning from the top of the order. Other than a little bit of trouble in the third when the Comets put 2 runs on the board. Nogus has hit solid today in terms of hitting his spots. But here is Schwenk drawing his second walk of the ball game. And sometimes in the whole game of matchups, you find those hitters that give you trouble, and Schwenk being that guy for the Comets against Nogus. I'll bring up Kellen Rapp, leadoff hitter aboard. Ashland fans have traveled well today. I hear a lot of encouragement coming from the stands for Ira Nogus as he labors a little bit here. Little conversation going on right now. Can't help but wonder if maybe with Nogus motioning with his arm, there's a little talk about mechanics right there. Nogus has thrown 4+ innings. And other than the 2 walks to Schwenk, those are the only 2 bases on balls he's thrown today, so his command's been pretty fair. And he gets the strike right there. A little gratification there for the coach, as a little discussion there, and he turns right around and gets it over. Bouncing ball, throw over to first, is in time. So Rapp can't quite get there. Ground out. Schwenk moves into scoring position, however. And Ryan Hill up at the plate, singled and sacrificed. Nogus starts out the Crater shortstop with a strike. Off-speed pitch. Hill will swing through that one, and the count goes 0-2. Pitch a little off the plate, says the man behind the dish, and the count goes 1-2. Foul ball. Hill staying alive here. Well, down to first. Did he go? No. And the count goes 1-2. It goes 2-2. Excuse me. And strike three, the call there, and Hill goes down. And there's two gone. Here's the cleanup hitter, Jimmy Morgan. Two gone with the runner at second. Pitch in the dirt. Momentarily gets away from the catcher, but pounces right on it. And Schwenk will stay put down at second base. Ryan Hill awaits the pitch. Strike the call as that count goes 1-1. Morgan ahead in the count here at 2-1. And a strike off the right arm of Ira Nogus. Count 2-2 with two down and a runner at second. Nogus hits the ball in the air. Moore comes over, makes the play. And that will retire the side for the Grizzlies. For the Comets, Grizzlies lead in the ball game, 6-2. We'll be back with the top of the sixth right after this.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily Adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation, that midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pocket. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your Peak Rewards to save on gas and snacks on your next road trip. Alex Johnson continuing on in his third inning of relief. Sean Thompson will lead it off here in the top of the sixth. Thompson hit a sacrifice fly and grounded out. Johnson starts him out with a strike. Bleicher, the on-deck hitter. Ground ball works its way through, base hit. Thompson leads off the frame with a single, unofficially for the Comets, their 9th hit of the ball game. Runner aboard for Bleicher. Ben gets ahead here, and the count goes 1-0. Johnson out of the stretch. Quick throw over. But Thompson really not much of a lead over there. Bleicher shows bunt. Fielded by Johnson. And a throw by Hearn over to second. Gets away. And the runner moves over to third. So to the top of the order we go. Keller Bloodworth walked, Singleton scored, and grounded out. Contact here. Could bring the run home and extend that Grizzly lead to 5. Johnson comes to the plate. And that'll fall in for a base hit. The run will score, and it's 7-2. So Bloodworth drops in the single, brings the run home. As Thompson scores. That'll bring up Elam Wright. Johnson misses on the first pitch. Mighty swing there by Wright. One and one the count. Ball hit in the air out to right field. And you can just see the fly balls out that way have proved a bit troublesome, but both right fielders in today's ball game doing a nice job of fighting off the glare and recording the outs. So Ira Nogus, the man of the day, 3 for 3. He scored a run, and he stands to be, if the result holds, the winning pitcher. Runner on first, 2 down. Nogus, the right-handed hitter, stands in. Even stance. Johnson with the offering. Misses on that one as the count goes 1-0. Ground ball to second. A little bit of trouble there for Rapp. But Rapp gets it over in time. And that'll do it for the Grizzlies, but not before they put another run on the scoreboard. They're up by 5. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th right after these messages.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Back off with my greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here. Another day, another Dutch Bros. Oh my goodness, that's so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Home half of the 6th inning for the Crater Comets. Getting ready to lead off. There will be Cameron Bruce. Actually, that'll be Josiah Hearn. So we're at the number 5, not the number 6 hitter. Ira Nogus, starting pitcher. Continuing to rock solid for the Ashland Grizzlies. Pitch in the dirt. And the count at 1-0. Hearn beats that one foul. Count even up at 1-1. Hearn fouls it off, and the count goes 1-2. Josiah Hearn headed for Laterno University next fall in Tyler, Texas. Swing. And a miss. And there's one down. Cameron Bruce, who has a hit on the day. Try his hand at solving Ira Nogus. Nogus continuing to cruise along. He has 8 strikeouts in the game. Surrendered a pair of walks, but Bruce bounces one up the middle, little cue shot for a base hit. So Cameron gets his second hit of the day. Now it looks like we have Caden Scaparo in to hit. Pitch in the dirt as the count goes 1-0. Scaparo wearing number 2, junior second baseman. He'll look at a strike from Nogus. Fouls that one off as the count goes 1-2. You wouldn't necessarily say that Nogus has proven to be unhittable, as the Comets have put up 7 hits on the day. However, Nogus in such command of the ball game that he's done an excellent job of making the clutch pitch when he's needed it. Bouncing ball on the infield. Little trouble there for the shortstop Bloodworth. And Scaparo gets aboard. So now we have runners at first and second with one. Should be one gone there with Hearn out to lead off the inning. That one will sneak through for a base hit. Kind of a seeing eye number there, and the bases are loaded. Snowfall aboard. Opportunity now for Kaysen Orr. Coach emerges from the Grizzly dugout. Kind of a little bit of, no, I'm okay, how you feeling? Okay, well, the ball's hit here. The play's going to be over here. If it's over here, it's going to be, we'll make the play that way. Nogus has done a pretty good job of inducing the ground ball, and nothing would do him better right now than a double play to get out of this inning. Or the hitter, young sophomore, struck out twice in the ball game. Leans away from it. Want to know the count? Fouled away, and that will even it up. So with the bases loaded now, Nogus, different than Johnson in that if he can pitch out of the windup, he will. And he does here. Orr looks that one in, and the count goes 2-1. Hitters count now for Orr, 3-1. Another ball puts him on and brings a run home. Nogus comes to the plate. And Orr draws the walk. So Bruce will come home. And that'll make it a 7-3 ball game. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a pitching change. Nogus with a solid effort today. Late in the ball game. Time for a change. So Ira Nogus will move over and play third base. Bloodworth will come in relief. Bases loaded. One down. Grizzlies on top in this one, 7-3. While he warms up, we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals. Featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the sixth. Keller Bloodworth coming on in relief of Ira Nogus, who's now playing third base. Hunter Schwenk up to the plate. Schwenk already drawn a pair of walks today. Bloodworth wasting no time. I'm here to throw strikes, and that's just what he does right there to open up. Swing and a miss. Gets Schwenk to swing through that one. Next pitch. He gets Schwenk looking, and there's two away. So Schweik will return to the Crater dugout. Kellen Rapp, 2 for 3 on the day. Doubled, singled, and grounded out. Hits the ball solid in the air. Out to left field, but the catch is made. That'll retire the side for the Crater Comets, who pick up a run in the inning, but trail by 4. It's 7-3. We'll be back with the top of the 7th right after these messages.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. Fans, when you need a bite to eat before or after games in Medford, there are now 2 great Elmer's locations to serve you. On Middle Road and the new location at 68 East Stewart Avenue, operated by the Thomason Hospitality Group. Check out Medford's new Elmer's next to the Harry and David Country Store. Kellen Rapp will move in from second base in relief of Johnson. And he will start out by taking on the cleanup man, Gabe Brabeck, followed by Jackson Rosenthal and the number 6 man, Freeman Roundtree. A productive part of the Grizzly order. Unofficially, we have Ashland with 10 hits on the day. Brabeck struck out twice, singled and scored. Kellen Rapp moving in from second base. We'll see his first action on the hill here in the 7th inning. Patience at the plate for Brabeck as he gets ahead of the 3rd Comet pitcher on the afternoon. Two and 0 the count to the leadoff man here in the 7th. And Brabeck working a good at bat. So Brabeck walks on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Jackson Rosenthal. Well, you can't beat that for kindness. A fan in the stands like, ask Jackson, I'd like a base hit, please. And now he has a runner in scoring position. Rosenthal, he throws right-handed, but hits left-handed. He'll look that one in as the count goes 1-0. The Grizz lead by 4. But an opportunity here for some additional separation. Rapp gets that one over, runs the count to 2-1. Things gradually beginning to cool here in Central Point. Just east of town. Over on Upton Road, near the Jackson County Fairgrounds. Rosenthal looks that one in for ball 4. So a pair of walks to start the inning for the Grizz. Freeman Roundtree, single, a double, scored 2 runs on the day. He'll stand in. Out of the stretch, Rapp. He'll hit that over to left field, base hit. 1 run will score. And that happens as Brabeck comes diving home. So for Freeman, we have him at 3 hits on the day, I should say. And that'll bring up Mateo Moore. So a very productive day for the Ashland offense. Moore has singled, delivered a sacrifice fly, and also sacrificed. Two on, nobody down. Wrap ahead here at 1-2. Out of the stretch, he delivers. Two count. For Ashland, the open frames have been few and far between today. The only scoreless innings for them were the first and the fourth. They had 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and then 1 each in the 5th, 6th, and here in the 7th. Moore, down to first he goes, and that'll load him up. Sean Thompson, the hitter. Thompson singled and scored his last time up. Jay Campbell emerging from the Comet dugout. And it looks like that will do it for Rapp. Looks like we've got Gib Gailey moving out into left field. And on in relief for the Crater Comets, Mason Snopel, who comes in from left field. He'll begin taking his warm-up tosses. Hey, make sure a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included after your next game up in the Grants Pass area. First-class food and a new menu awaits you at Tap Rock. Also, Table Rock Sports wants to say hello to our 2,250 YouTube subscribers who get updates when games go live. Join the team at YouTube/Table Rock Sports. Grizzlies, if this result holds, run their league record to 11-5, and then they'll go up to 15-10 on the season. And then coming up on the 19th, the Grizzlies will play host to Ashland for a doubleheader. And that will conclude the regular season for the two squads. Snowball just about ready here. And the first hitter he will see is Sean Thompson, who has the bases loaded with nobody out. Snowball comes to the plate. Pitch fouled away. Top of the seventh, so one more opportunity for the Comets after this half inning is over. Snowball works the pitcher's count. Now it's 0-2. Thompson the hitter with Bleicher on deck. Oh, 2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball hit out to right field. Run will score. 2 runs will score. And the Grizzlies are in double digits thanks to the bat of Sean Thompson. So a 2 RBI single for Thompson. And that'll bring up Ben Bleicher with Keller Bloodworth on deck. Snowball induces the pop-up. Morgan has trouble with it and can't reel it in. Popped up, and again, you just look right to that western sky, and the sun's still high in the sky. That's a troublesome one. 0-1 the count. Nobody out. Snowball now ahead here at 0-2. And Snowball retires the hitter on strikes. So Mason with his first K of the day. And that'll bring up Keller Bloodworth. Started at short, came on in relief of Ira Nogus. Runners at the corners, and one away. Ball popped up in the air. Hearn looking to make a play on it. Two-handed catch there. And there's two gone. Two gone. And that'll bring up Elam Wright. Wright stands in against the fourth Crater pitcher of the day, and he gets ahead 1-0. Snowball. Solid drive out to left field. But the catch is made, and that'll do it for the Grizzlies, who score three more in the seventh. And it's a 10-3 ball game. We'll be back with the bottom of the seventh after these messages.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Mel Ingram Field in Central Point. To the bottom of the seventh we go. And Keller Bloodworth remains in relief of Ira Nogus. Ryan Hill, the number 3 hitter in the Crater lineup, will lead off the inning. Gets ahead here at 1-0. Hill with patience. Works a 3-0 count. There's a strike. As Hill's taking all the way. Next pitch off target. Hill leads off with a base on balls. The Comets with a mountain to climb, but you take this thing one hitter at a time, and with nobody out and one man aboard, here's Jimmy Morgan. Jimmy settles in, awaits the pitch. And that will get through for a base hit. So Morgan with the single. Josiah Hearn, the hitter. One of 4 Comet seniors recognized today. He shows bunt, quickly pulls it back as the count goes 1-0. Out of the stretch. Pitch by Bloodworth. Misses, and 2-0 count now. Josiah Hearn hits the ball, and it falls in. And that'll load up the bases. Hearn with the single, bases loaded. Cameron Bruce the hitter. Hearn with a pair of hits on the day. Bruce with a pair of hits on the day. Bruce, bat held high. Bloodworth will start him out with a strike. That one gets away from the catcher. Scampering home is Hill, and it's a 10-4 ball game. Runners move up. 2 in scoring position now. Bruce awaits the pitch. And there's a strike as Bloodworth gets ahead. The 2-2 pitch. Ball hit in the air and out of play. Bruce staying alive. Swing and a miss. A mighty cut as Bruce strikes out. 1 down in the inning. Runners at second and third. And the hitter now, Caden Scaparo, singled his first time up. Bloodworth, with a little wind in his sails right here, starts him out with a strike. Next pitch. Low for a ball. Count 2-1. There's a strike from Bloodworth as he'll even the count now up at 2-2. Fouled away, coming right at us, and that'll keep Scaparo alive. On deck hitter is Mason Snopel. That one fouled behind us. So we'll get set to do this again. Next pitch. In the dirt. As the count goes 3-2. Ground ball hit to second. Quick throw over to first. However, the run does score. And it's a 10-5 ball game. Run scores. Runner moves up. And with 2 gone, Mason Snopel, who has come on in relief in the ball game, started out in left field today. Swing and a miss, strike one. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Hearn comes home. Now it's a 4-run game. Bases clear. That pitch a ball. Snopel. See if he can keep the rally going. Bloodworth with a strike. 1-2 the count. Comets down to their last out. Next pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Trouble for the shortstop. And Snopel is aboard. Kason Orr, the hitter now. Struck out twice and drew a walk. Has a runner on first now with 2 gone. Looks at a ball. Interesting stance for Orr. He's got that right elbow held very high. Fouls it away. Unique, but if it works, you don't mess with it. One and one. Bloodworth comes to the plate. And that'll go for a strike. As Bloodworth endeavors to finish this one off. or watches that one go by. Quick throw over to first. Two and two with two down. And Kaysen. And the catch made by Mateo Moore. The Ashland Grizzlies pick up the victory. Ashland raising their league record to 11-5, 15-10 overall, with a 10-6 victory over the Crater Comets. We'll take a timeout, then we'll have a quick wrap-up on the game with the Dutch Bros post-game show. That will follow these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Any phone you want. Any one I want? Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the My Circle K post-game wrap-up. The Ashland Grizzlies start off their three-game set against the Crater Comets with a win on the road. A 10-6 victory. Picking up the win with a very solid outing, and if there's a player of the game, definitely I think it's got to go for Ira Nogus. Not only did he pitch very well today in his start, also excellent hitting, 3 hits on the day, and did a great job of leading away for what was overall a very good team effort for the Grizzlies. So that will wrap things up here from Anhorn Field in Central Point. John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Ashland Grizzlies 10 and the Crater Comets 6. Our thanks to the athletic director for Crater High School for being the host today of our Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. Also, salute to our head coaches Nick Hall and Jay Campbell. For Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for watching tonight and have a good evening here from Anhorn Field in Central Point.